the questions of exercise 1.2 and 1.3 of the chapter number 1, that is integers. So starting with the second exercise. So question number 1, it is given that write down the pair of integers whose sum is minus 7, and then the difference is minus 10 and the sum is 0. So one such pair whose sum is minus 7, so we can write minus 5 plus of minus 2, which is equals to minus 7. So likewise we can take this integers. Okay, then we have question number 2, one such pair whose difference is minus 10, like minus 2 minus 8 is equals to minus 10. Then one such pair whose sum is 0, so minus 5 plus 5 is equals to 0. Then moving to the question number 2, write a pair of negative integers whose difference is 8. So we can see here minus 2 minus of minus 10, that is minus of minus 10 means plus 10, so minus 2 plus 10 is 8. Then write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is minus 5, so minus 7 plus 2 is equals to minus 5. Then write a negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is minus 3, so it is minus 2 minus 1, which is equals to minus 3. So you can see here in this part minus 2 minus 1 is equals to minus 3. Then question number 3. So in a quiz, team A scored minus 40, 10, 0 and B scored 10, 0 and minus 40 in 3 successive rounds. So which team scored more? Can we say that we can add integers in any order? So team A scored minus 40, 10, 0. Then total score of team A will be minus 40 plus 10, 0 is equals to minus 30. Team B has scored this 10, 0 and minus 40. So if we add these again, the score is minus 30. It means the score of both the teams are same. So yes, we can add integers in any order due to the commutative property. Then moving to the question number 4. In the question number 4, we can see here it is fill in the blanks to make the following statement true. Minus 5 plus minus 8. So minus 8, this will be plus minus 5 because this is commutative property. Then minus 53 plus dash is equals to minus 53. So we put here 0 because this is 0 additive property. Then we have 17 plus dash is equals to 0. So this 17 plus minus 17 is equals to 0. Then we have 13 plus minus 12 plus 0 is equals to 13 plus this. So this will become, so here if we say that minus 7 is missing, so we are writing here minus 7. So this is called associative property because in that we have a plus b within bracket plus c is equals to a plus b plus c within bracket. So that one. Then in the fifth part, if you see minus 4 plus within bracket 15 plus minus 3 and minus 4 plus 15 and so on. So this will be minus 4 plus 15 plus of minus 3 is equals to this. So which term is missing here? Yes, minus 3 is missing here. So this is again associative property. Okay, so this is the solution of the exercise 1.2. Now we move towards exercise 1.3. So in the 1.3, so find each of the following product we have to find. So 3 into minus 1, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. Then we have minus 1 into 225, so that will be minus 225. Then minus 21 into minus 30, so minus into minus is plus, so this 21 into 30 is 630. Then we have minus 316 into minus 1, which is equals to 316. Then we have minus 15 into 0 is equals to minus 18, so this will be equals to, if we see here, since it is coming 0, so it means it will be 0. Then we have the next minus 12 into minus 11 into 10, so which is equals to 132 into 10, that is 1320. Then we have 9 into minus 3 into 18, so this will be minus 3 into minus 6 will be 18, so 9 into 18 is equals to 162. Then we have minus 18 into 5 into 4, so we have written here, yes, this will be minus 18 into 5 is 90, 19 into minus 4 minus 360. Then minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3 into 4, so this will be minus 1 into minus 2. So we can do it like this, like minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3. So the minus 1 into minus 2 is 2, 2 into minus 3 is minus 6, minus 6 into 4 is minus 24. And the last one is minus 3 into minus 6 into 2 into minus 1. So this will be minus 3 into minus 6, that is minus 18, 2 into minus 1, that is minus 2. So the answer is coming 36. Then moving towards the question number 2. In the question number 2, verify the following. So verify the following: 18 into 7 plus minus 3 is equals to 18 into 7 plus 18 into minus 3. So this will be minus 21. So how to verify this? So looking here, just taking these values, LHS and RHS solving. So this is coming 7, this is 7 plus minus 3, that will be 7 minus 3, that is 4. So 18 into 4. This is coming 126, this is coming minus 54. So this is coming 72 equals to 72, that is LHS equals to RHS. Then we have in this if we solve this LHS and the RHS separately, so we are getting here minus 21 into minus 4 minus 6 will be minus 10, so minus 21 into minus 10, that is 210, then minus 21 into minus 4, that is plus 84, then minus 21 into minus 6, that is 126, so this is 210 into equals to 210, so LHS equals to RHS, hence verified. Now moving towards the question number 3. If we see the question number 3, so they are saying for any integer a, what is minus 1 into a equals to? What is minus 1 into a equals to? Determine the integer whose product is minus 1 is. Okay, so first is minus 1 into a is minus a, where a is an integer. Now if we move towards the next one, now if we multiply this by minus 1, so minus 1 into minus 22 is 22, 37 into minus 1 is minus 37, 0 into minus 1 is 0. Now if looking at the question number 4, in the question number 4, starting from minus 1 into 5, write various products showing some pattern to show minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So minus 1 into 5 is minus 5, minus 1 into 4 is minus 4, minus 1 into 3 is minus 3, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1, minus 1 into 0 is 0, minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. So thus we can conclude that the pattern shows the product of one negative integer and one positive integer is negative integer. Whereas the product of two negative integers is the question number 5, it is find the product using the suitable property. So looking at the very first part, it is given that, so in the very first part it is given that 28 into minus 48 plus minus 48 into minus 36. So we have taken here minus 48 as common, so in the bracket we have plus 26, this is the remaining term here, and minus 36 here. So plus 26 minus 36 minus 10, so 48 into minus 10, that is 480. Then B part, if we see 8 into 53 into minus 125, so this is 8 into 53 minus 125. So 8 into minus 25, this will become 53 into 1000, that is minus 53,000. Then C part, if we see 15 into minus 25 into minus 4 into minus 10. So we have taken a 15 into within bracket minus 25 into minus 4 into minus 10, which is equals to minus 1000. So 15 into minus 1000 is minus 15,000. So we can see which property we are using here. Now then looking at the next part, that is the D part. So in the D part we can see it is given minus 41 into 102. So we can use a distributive property. So we can write this 102 is equal to 100 plus 2. So minus 41 into 100 plus minus 41 into 2. So that will be minus 4100 plus minus 82. So that is minus 4182, 4182. Then moving towards the next part, that is the E part. In the E part, if you see here, so in the E part we have 625 into minus 35 plus minus 625 into 65. So we have 625 into minus 35 plus minus 65. So there is minus 100. So minus 62500 is the answer. This is distributive property again. Now 7 into 50 minus 2. So we can write here 7 into 50 minus 7 into 2. Again distributive property you are using here. So this is 350. 7 into 50 is 350. 7 into 2 is 14. So this is 336 is the required answer. Then looking at the next part, that is 17 into minus 29. So minus 17 into minus 30 plus 1, we can write this minus 29 as. So minus 17 into 30 into minus 17 into 1. So we have 115, 110. So this will be yes, minus 30. So this will be minus 30. So this sign is here minus 30. So this is 510 plus minus 17 into 1. That will be minus 17. So 493 is the answer. Then last part is 53 minus 57 into minus 19 plus 57. So we have here minus 57 into minus 19 plus 57 into 1. So we are writing here 57. So we are at 57 into 19 plus 57 into 1. Then taking here 57 as a common. Again here we have distributive property. So 57 is common here. So within bracket we have 19 plus 1. So we have 19 plus 1 20. 57 into 20 is 1140 is the answer. Then moving towards the question number 6. In the question number 6 they are saying that a certain freezing process required that a room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at a rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the processing begin? So at the starting it is room temperature is 40. So decreasing the temperature rate of minus 5 degrees Celsius, then room temperature after 10 hours will be 40 degree plus 10 into minus 5. Why minus 5? Because it is decreasing. So we are taking it minus 5. So 40 into minus 50, that is minus 10 degrees Celsius. Means after 10 hours the temperature of the room will be minus 10 degrees Celsius. Now question number 7. In a class test containing 10 questions, 5 marks are awarded for every correct answer and minus 2 are awarded for every incorrect answer and 0 for questions which are not attempted. So Mohan got 4 correct answers and 6 correct and in 6 incorrect answers, what is his score? So correct answer 4 into 520, Incorrect answer 6 into minus 2 minus 12, so total will be 20 minus 12, so that is 8 is the answer. Now looking at the second part, and the second part is that Reshma gets 5 correct answer and 5 incorrect answer. What is her score? So let us check the score of Reshma. So the Reshma score will be 5 into 5, that is 25, and the marks of the incorrect questions, 5 into minus 2, that is minus 10, so therefore total will be 25 plus of minus 10, that is 15. So thus Reshma gets 15 marks in the class test. Then in the third part, if you see the third part, in the third part, what is what they have asked? They asked Hina gets 2 correct and 5 incorrect answers out of 7 questions she attempts. What is her score? So again, so how to check? Look here. So Hina gets marks for incorrect answers 2 into 5, for correct answer 2 into 5, that is 10, and for incorrect answer 5 into minus 2, that is minus 10. So the total score is 10 plus of minus 10, that is 0. So Reshma has scored 0 marks in the class test. Now question number 8 is, a cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement and sold at a loss of rupees at a loss of rupees 5 sold a bag of grey cement. So the company sells 3000 bags of white cement, 5000 bags of grey cement. So what is a profit or loss? So we look here. So profit is 8 for every white cement, and loss is rupees 5 for every grey cement bag. So profit for selling 3000 bags of white, that is 3000 into 24,000. Loss of selling 5000 bags at a rate of 5, so that is 25,000. So it means overall there is a loss of 1000 rupees, because we have the total profit is smaller than loss, so loss minus profit, that is 25,000 minus 24,000, 1000 is the answer. So thus he has a loss of 1000 rupees on selling a grey cement bags. Now B is, what is the number of white cement bag it must sell to have neither profit nor the loss? If the number of grey bags sold is 6400 bags. So now let the number of bags of white cement be x. Now according to the question, loss is equal to profit. So 5 into 6400 is equal to 8 into x, because the profit is rupees 8. So x is equal to 5 into 6400 upon 8, that is 5000 bags is the answer. It means he must sell 4000 white cement bags to have a total profit of profit nor loss. So he has to spend not the 4000, but it is, yes, it's 4000 is the answer. So 4000 is the right answer. Okay, then we move towards the next question, question number 9. In the question number 9 they are saying, okay, replace the blank with the integer to make a true statement. Minus 3 into dash is equal to 27, so this should be minus 9. Then 5 into dash is equal to minus 35, minus 7. Then dash into 8 is equal to 56, so 7 is the answer, because 7 into minus 8 is minus 56. Then D is dash into 12 is equal to 132. It should be minus 11, because minus into minus is plus. Okay, so with this we come to the end of this exercise. So thank you very much.